What's up, y'all? It's your boy Blaze, and what I wanted to talk to y'all about today was smoking. I'm someone that picked up smoking 7 to 8 years ago. It was when I was working construction, and for some reason, I was stressed out. But I know from like past life experience, or not experience, but knowledge. People will say smoking help calm your nerves and stop you from stressing. So while I'm gone away from my family, I decided, you know what? Let me try this cigarette. Next thing you know, it wind up taking a hold of me that I did not like. I don't like for nothing to run my life. I like to run my life how I want to run my life. I don't want nothing to have control over me. I want to have control, period. So what wound up happening was I found it hard to just let this smoking go. No matter how good my life was going, I would make excuses for this and everything. And see this right here, this little thing right here, yeah. This is what I would mainly smoke. It went from cigarettes, I stopped, and then I started smoking cigars because I liked it. I liked everything that came with smoking a cigar. And then that cigar got me into this. Next thing you know, it took a little control of me. I'm here today to let y'all know that last time I went live and I talked about one of the things that bothers me is that I cannot stop smoking. I'm going to tell you a little story. Me and my mom went to the store. I think I went live Saturday, maybe Friday night. I can't remember. But me and my mom went to the store on Monday. And I'm in Kroger. And I get in line and I ask the cashier to get me one of these. And my mom was on the live when I said I'm going to try my best. But I didn't lie. You know, I really was just trying my best. And but I still picked this up on Monday. My mom was with me. And so what wound up happening was my mom was really disappointed. And for the first time, I can see her disappointment for real in me smoking. But I still got it anyway. I remember smoking after I got home from the store Monday. And then I went and smoke again that night. Then I go to work. And I come home Tuesday. And I'm outside. And I'm smoking. And the only thing that started going through my head that day was just seeing that disappointment look on my mom's face. And I just remember just being like, man, like, I really don't even like doing this for real. It does something to your body. It makes you lazy. It makes you want to, not want to do anything. And it's not even weed. It's not, nothing like that. It's just tobacco. I remember being so disgusted with myself that Tuesday that I did not smoke that night. I woke up, I went to work and everything, and my routine is to always smoke after I get off from work as soon as I get home. But I was like, me and wifey had to go to the store. So I dealt with counselors before who helped me stop smoking. They gave me some tips, So what wound up happening was I went to Kroger and I wanted to go to the peanut aisle. The reason why, because a lot of people thinking when you stop smoking, you just got to replace it with something. But no, you can't just replace it with anything. You got to replace it with things that's going to truly help you stop smoking. I don't know if any of y'all saw Fast and the Furious Tokyo. That was a guy named Han on there. Han, I liked him. But Han was always eating something. The reason why Han was always eating was because he used to be addicted to tobacco. And his counselor told him, you're going to eat more once you stop smoking, but there's a reason for that. The same counselor, now, not the counselor that Han had, but a counselor that I went to talked to me. And they said, no, you can't just replace it with anything. You need the hand movement. You can't just sit up there and think that you're going to just stop cold turkey. What's going to really happen is you're going to think that, oh, okay, I'm good. I went 2 days. but it's going to come back in you. And it's not just because of the lack of trying. It's because you got to replace a lot of your habits with something good. So sunflower seeds was the first thing I was told to get, because you can take the sunflower seed out the bag and place it to your mouth. Same thing like smoking. You can grab your cigarette with cigar, black and mild, whatever you're smoking, Swisher Sweets, whatever. You can light it, and then it does this motion, boom. Then you bring it back down till you're ready to do it again. I did that and I stopped for a while, but then I got back into smoking when I thought stress was really hitting me, which is not an excuse, y'all. There's a lot of people that don't smoke who find a way to deal with stress every day, so it's not an excuse. But this time around, since my life and since I saw my mom being disgusted about my actions, I decided, okay, I need to really jump in this again. So instead of me thinking that I'm going to go back to the sunflower seeds, in my mind I was like, but that sunflower seed really didn't help me the way I wanted to. So I had to dig deeper. What's something else I can do? I see how I was eating chips and all these different things, but I'm not that big on a lot of chips. I like my certain types of chips, and that's it. So I went searching in the peanut aisle for something that I would like. And then I found this. Okay? I'm not getting paid to promote this at all. But I'm from New Orleans. And in New Orleans, we got this certain candy called pralines. And it's so good. Oh, my God. And I'm not even a big sweet person like that, but I love me some pralines. So I saw this that had the pecans in it. Pecan. Well, however you say it. And when I tasted, it did have a bit of a sweet, but like it was smoke type flavor. And I'm like, oh, this might be the one. So sure enough, I started eating it. Boom. Every time I felt like I wanted to go outside and smoke, instead of me going to the store and grabbing a BLK or, Switcher Sweet, whatever, black and mild, I grabbed this can and then I went outside. And I went outside because that was routine too. But what I did was I'll take out that can, boom, take one. And it takes a while, you got to bite into it, whatever. But I realized, like, oh, the flavor is so good. Pop 1, Pop 2, new Nike shoes. Okay, that was a bar, but that's a bar that came from somebody. I had to put that in there because it rhymes. Sorry about that. But Pop 1, Pop 2. And then I realized it was working. Now, this can cost me a lot. It's like $10. But if I think about what I was buying every day, it's $2 every day. So 7 days, you're talking about $14. So I'm already saving $4. But this thing is gone. It's empty. That lets you know how much I was nicking. I want y'all to know that it may not be easy. It could be hard, but you can actually search up a lot of tips on how to not smoke no more. And the other thing too, just because you may not be able to stop that fast or cold turkey, it just makes you human, man. Everything ain't that easy. But I would ask you to keep trying, because these things can kill you. And you got to watch out for the people who may not mean harm to you, but could give you some of the wrong information. Case in point, I was at work, and this was Thursday. This is after me not smoking since Tuesday afternoon. And I'm talking to my coworker, and I'm telling him, some of the things I've been dealing with, and I'm trying to stop. And so he asked me, well, when did you start smoking? And I'm like, about 7 years, maybe 8 years ago. And he's like, that's it? I'm like, yeah. He said, but wait, it's weird. I know smokers here. They go outside all the time. I never see you go outside with the smokers. Aha. Because I never smoked at work. I didn't smoke on breaks. I didn't do that. But he was like, so wait, when do you smoke? I said, when I get home. He said, how many times? I said, I smoke the afternoon, then I'll smoke later that night. That's it. See, he meant no harm. In his mind, he's like, you ain't even been smoking that long and you're only smoking twice a day. That's not bad. But it is, because it can lead up into more. And everybody's body works different. I could sit up there and started 7 to 8 years ago, and it can cause lung cancer on me quick. That's people who've been smoking since they was 12 years old. They're up in their 50s, and still nothing really happened to them. They get checked up, all these different things. They're still healthy. But everybody's body work different. So sometimes when you get around those people and they be like, oh man, you're good. No, you stay strong. You keep that in you. And you remember how you feel whenever you smoke. How it makes your body feel. And what it does to you, or what it could possibly do to you. Everybody's body ain't the same. But that don't mean you need to treat it if as though you have time. Because the more you keep saying you have time, the more you'll make up excuses to not stop. So though I respect my coworker, I had to let that go into one ear and out the other, because I was afraid of what could happen if I listened to him just saying that's it. If y'all can do all the smokers a favor in the comments, give us more tips that we can use that may help us out. For even when we feel like we cannot stand it, we need to have one. If you have any type of information you can give us to help with that, please leave it in the comments. But other than that, y'all, that's one of my big surprises. Today is Saturday. It is, I don't know what time it is. Maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I have not smoked since 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. And I'm praying that I can keep this going. This is not me saying I'm officially done. This is me saying that I want to be done, and I hope that this will be my last time. All right, y'all. Everybody, remember one thing if you don't remember nothing else. Stay lit until your fire become a blaze.